The 365 Pro Wrestling.
365 Nation, Eddie Osborne here. It is episode number 71 of the 365 Pro Wrestling Podcast, and I have a very special guest today. No, he's not in the ring. No, he's not an official. No, he's not a manager. He is the man who films all the video so you can watch on YouTube, on Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, Lefty. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing great, boss man. How about yourself?
I'm loving life, man. I got a great family, missing wrestling, but everything's good here.
Absolutely. I'm missing the lens, bro. I'm missing watching everybody perform and do their thing, right?
Hell yeah, man. Now, for people who might not know you or aren't in the office or the backstage of 365 PWA Wrestling, whatever you want to call it right now, how did you get involved with wrestling?
Well, in PWA or just wrestling in general?
And we'll go with PWA, and then we'll go back a little further to when you were a fan.
Well, I started out as a fan. I used to bring my boys. It was about 6 years ago now. And I was doing, videos, and I would post them and things like that. And my boys, would come with me, and they really enjoyed PWA. And I got to do more stuff with PWA the more years went on. So for the last maybe 3 years, I've been doing videoing for you guys. And I'm enjoying that. I've worked hard to get to that position. And yeah, it's just, I love it. I love the talent. I love the camaraderie, the family aspect, everything about PWA, and just indie wrestling in general is awesome.
Hell yeah, man. And now even for 365, you do the cameraing, and often you'll pick me up from the airport, or lately Judas Icarus up from the airport. So you have quite a big part in helping out on these events. And I just wanted people to kind of know that.
Right. Yeah. Before I started doing the videoing, I actually did some promoting, like putting posters up and in city of Guelph and Cambridge and Kitchener, and it just worked my way up into the cameraman, and I'm happy being there.
Oh yeah, man. Now, how long have you been a fan of pro wrestling in general?
Well, I'm 45. I started watching wrestling, I would say when I was about 10 or 11, so around 85, 86. Stampede Wrestling started on TV, and it was one of the things I used to do with my grandmother, who's passed away. She passed away in 99, and that's something we used to watch all the time together, just me and her. And yeah, so from like the age of 10 on, I've been nothing but a wrestling fan. I have collections, I have everything. So yeah, so about 86 on.
And then who were your favorites when you were growing up?
Ooh, Junkyard Dog.
Nice.
Roddy Piper. I like George the Animal Steel. The whole Elizabeth saga that he did with Macho Man. Macho Man's another one.
Yep.
Back in the day, those guys. Jake the Snake is probably my number one favorite, though.
And why was he your favorite? Because he was a villain back in the day.
Yeah, I know he was a villain, and that's what I liked about him. Is that I like that he had a snake and he used the snake in the ring, and yeah, I guess I like the attitude of it. It was just, yeah, he was awesome.
Nice. Now, you mentioned it. You have collections, and I've seen the photos on Facebook. And maybe just elaborate to the fans what kind of wrestling memorabilia you collect, and yeah.
Well, most of the wrestling memorabilia that I collect is from the 80s. The 80s LGNs. I just actually picked up an LGN 80s wrestling ring with a cage. I had some people say, I paid a little bit of money for it. It was a couple $100. but for a childhood memory and just that aspect of having one again, I had no choice. I had to pay for it. So yeah, I do a lot of collecting that way. I have old 80s glasses, drinking glasses, the old music album that they did back in the 80s. The WWF did all that. So yeah, I have a bit of a collection for sure.
Oh yeah, Jeff Black had that ring as well. I'm not sure if he still has it, but he loved it. Now, let's talk more about the filming. You've been doing it for about 3 years now. Have you noticed yourself get a lot better or more used to the action from the first match to the last one you filmed?
You know what? I find I am getting a little better. I've had some, people say, hey, you could do this and, try this and try that. And you know what? I tried it and it's actually worked out a lot better. I'm finding that I'm watching the matches through the lens now instead of to the side of the camera. Like I used to watch it to the side. So there's a lot of, movement and, feet movement. You'd see a lot of feet and bog ground and stuff like that. I think in the last year I've improved. I believe I've improved. I don't know. Everybody else can tell me how I do or tell me how I don't do. I do my best and that's all I got for you.
Oh yeah. Now, being that you're so close to the ring, have you had any close encounters?
I actually had one. And it was Joey Allen, Big Al. I didn't realize he was going to run the ropes. And I went to cross from one post to the other post. And yeah, I had to grab on pretty quickly. It would have been a big mess. But yeah, only once so far. So knock on wood, once so far.
Man, I did that once to Gentleman Jeff, the ring announcer, probably the greatest ring announcer in ring announcing history. He was getting out of the ring and I didn't notice, and I hit the ropes, and I guess I just sent him flying. And I had no idea that I did it to him until like later when they told me. I'm like, oh my god, I almost killed him. But you got very eyes open all the time out there. Now,
absolutely.
Now, you've seen a lot of PWA, you've seen all the 365. What's your favorite match or matches that you've seen over the last, 8 years?
Wow, that's a hard question. You know what? Having Icarus here and Josh Alexander match, more recent. That was a match I really enjoyed filming. Those two boys put on an amazing show. The talent that the two of them have is just unbelievable. So that's one for more recent. More back in I think when Mike Hart won the championship, but then it was taken away from him because of a technicality. That match that he had, that was a great match. I loved watching that match too as well back in the day. Canada Day. I love Canada Day. We miss it because we haven't done it in the last couple of years, but Canada Day was always another a good event that I like to participate in.
And I think that's where we first met, because I have a picture with your two boys when I was Ontario champ for the day.
Yes, that was actually probably the first time we did meet. Yeah, personally, we got to have a few chats with each other. Definitely.
Now, what gets you curious about pro wrestling right now? Like, what are you into?
What am I into?
Yeah,
I'm into the indie wrestling. Like, I haven't just did video for PWA and 365. Over the last couple years, I've also done video for SKM promotions, and I've also done for MCW out of Brantford. Nikki Martin, we know who that is, little Nikki, right?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, other than that, I just enjoy wrestling. I enjoy the art of it. I enjoy how two people can get into an area and just make magic And that's how I look at it. It's like magic in there. I wish I would have known that there was a school so close to me back in the day, because I definitely would have probably been doing it.
Yeah, you're living right by the school too. But let's talk about this whole quarantine now. If you had to be locked in a house with 3 wrestlers, or just 3 365 support staff, anybody in our business here, who would they be and why?
Oh, 3 people in my quarantine list. Well, I don't know. I get along with Ryan Swift pretty well. I think I'd like to be in quarantine with him. I think we do a few things and have a couple sessions. You know, if you catch my drift. Very 420 friendly. I don't know. Mike Hart. I always like listening to Mike's stories. He's got some great stories to tell, and you know, I like hearing what he has to say. The third one would have to be Super K.
Nice.
Kamikaze. You know, he's somebody that I've gotten to know over the last few years. I pick him up and drive him to the shows, and we kind of hung out after the shows, and yeah, so those would be the 3 that I would have here. And yeah, like I said, very 420 friendly at my house.
There you go. Now, let's shout out some of your family. Now, your son just put out a new track. Can you tell kind of the people about that, where they can find it, and just maybe a little bit more about it all?
Yeah, I just recently found out that he has been doing rap songs, and he's been putting them on YouTube. And he's got this one rap song called McFlurry, and I'm so blown away with him. I'm so proud of him. You know, like he's only 13, but he's doing something that he wants to do and that he enjoys doing. And yeah, so he's on YouTube as OTM/Steezy, which is capital STEEZY.
Nice.
And yeah, check him out. I don't know. Did you check out his song, Eddie, or what?
I did, man. I thought he did really well, especially for his age. Like, just more and more practice, and that guy's gonna be doing good things.
That's what I said. So yeah, everybody, do me a favor, go check him out. I actually put a post on Facebook, on my Facebook page. You can check it out there as well. I'm just gonna try to promote the heck out of it for him.
Hell yeah, man. Now, let's get that. Where can people find you online?
Find me online?
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, myself, Lefty, I'm on Facebook. If I can, I'd like to dabble in something I do outside of wrestling, if that's okay.
Giver.
So I'm part owner of a weed delivery company called Buzz Boys Deliveries, and so that pretty much keeps me busy and whatnot. And we're on Instagram at buzzboys Instagram account. We're on Facebook. You can check us out. 19 years of age, medical marijuana, edibles, all that good stuff. If you're interested in looking for it, give us a shout.
Awesome, man. Now I'll just I'll open it up again to you. Anything you want to say to the fans before we wrap this thing up?
Just to, let the fans know that, everybody's pushing and wanting to get back to the show, and we're all itching to get back there, and everybody just needs to stay safe and stay home, be healthy. That's all. Let's get back to the shows.
All right, man. Thank you so much for joining me. People, if you check out our YouTube page, youtube.com/C/365 Pro Wrestling, or just type in 365 Pro Wrestling in the search bar, you'll see tons of videos that Lefty filmed and hundreds more that he wasn't around for. So we got tons of content up there. Hope you check it out. I hope you enjoy this interview. Check out Buzz Boys on IG and Facebook. And you know what? Have a great night.